Question says the number of coins collected per week by two coin collectors A and B are in the ratio 3:4. The total number of coins collected by A in 5 weeks is a multiple of 7. Okay, so 3:4. So let's take per week as by A collected is 3x and by B collected is 4x. And if the total number of coins collected by A in 5 weeks, so 5 weeks, A would have collected 3 into 5, 15x. And total number of coins collected by B in 3 weeks. Acha. So for this, we have 3 weeks B, that would be 4x into 3, 12x. And this 15x is a multiple of 7. Oh, okay. And the total number of coins collected in 3 weeks is a multiple of 24. So this 12x is a multiple of 24. So what does that mean? Clearly, x has to be a multiple of 7 because 15 is not. And here 12 into 2 is 24 minimum. So x has to be even number. Wow. अब और क्या चाहिए life में? So x has to be a multiple of 7 and x has to be even number because we have 12x. So if x is odd, it will be a trouble. Is that so? Just wait a second. 3x, 12x will be a multiple of, in 3 weeks it collects 12. Then the minimum possible number of coins collected by A in 1 week. Oh, that's it. So x has to be a multiple of 7 and x has to be even. So the possible values of x will be 14, 28, 42 and so on. That's it. So we have 14 is the smallest value. So the minimum number of coins collected by, sometimes the questions are so easy and we keep feeling that questions are difficult. Here it was such an easy question. That's it. The minimum value of x is 14. So put it here. So minimum value of 3x because we are only interested in A. So 3 into 14, that is 42. So answer of this question is 42. The minimum of A per week is 42 coins. The question says Gautam and Suhani working together can finish a job in 20 days. If Gautam does only 60% of his usual work on a day, Suhani must do 150% of her usual work on that day to exactly make up for it. Okay, so compensation. Then the number of days required by the faster worker to complete the job working alone is. Okay, I think this is pretty simple now. If I take Gautam time as x days and Suhani time as y days, in the first situation, when they can finish the entire work in 20 days, work done in 1 day will be 1 by x plus 1 by y, and that should be equal to 1 by 20. In the second case, if Gautam does only 60% of the work, so his speed per day is 1 by x, you take 60% of that, that means the new speed will become 3 by 5 of 1 by x. 60% is 3 by 5. Suhani's speed should become 150%. So 1 by y is already the speed. 150% is 3 by 2 of 1 by y. And that should be also equal to 1 by 20. That's it. Equate these two because 1 by 20, 1 by 20 is same. ठीक है ना? So we have 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 3 by 5 x plus 3 by 2 y. Right? So bring x to the same side. Right? This is 3 by 5. So okay, so 1 by x minus 3 by 5x is equal to 3 by 2y minus 1 by y. So what we have here is 5x, 5 minus 3, 2, 2y, so 3 minus 1, 2. So 2 and 2 cancel, 2 and 2 cancel. We have 5x equal to 2y. That's great. Is that correct? Just check it carefully. We have 1 by x plus 1 by y equal to 1 by 20. 3 by 5 into 1 by x, that is 60%. 150% is 3 by 2, 1 by y. That is also right. So equate these two items on left hand side. So 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 3 by 5x plus 3 by 2y. So 1 by x minus 3 by 5x, so 5x, 5 minus 3, that is 2. And 2y minus 2 by y, so 3 minus 2, that is 1. Yeah, that is where the mistake is. Okay, so we have 1. So what do we have? We have 5x equal to 4y. Okay. Now put in any one of them. If I have 5x equal to 4y, if you put any one of them, let's say I take x equal to 4 by 5y. So this becomes 1 by 4 by 5y plus, basically just solve now, 1 by 20. So this gives us 5 by 4y plus 1 by y equal to 1 by 20. We have 4y here, 4, 4, 5, 4, 9 equal to 1 by 20. 4 cancels 25 times. Y is equal to 45. If I put y equal to 45 here, 9 4s are 36. So we get the time taken by both of them. Gautam, 36 days. Sohani, 45 days. Question is, then the number of days taken by the faster worker. Faster worker, less time. Less time means 36 days. So answer of this question should be 36. That's it. Now this one is an interesting and slightly tricky question. This perhaps I think a lot of people will not be able to do. Nothing doesn't matter. Thoda bahut trigonometry chahiye, thoda extra thought process chahiye. So don't worry about it. Just look at the solution and learn it. Okay. Let triangle ABC be an isosceles triangle such that AB and AC are two of equal length. So this is basically an isosceles triangle. So if I say this is A, B and C, okay, AB and AC of equal length, AB and AC are of equal length. AD is the altitude from A to BC. So this is the altitude, so this angle is 90 degree. And B is the altitude from B on AC. This is angle 90 degree. And they intersect at O, so this point is O, such that angle AOB is 105 degree. So this is 105 degree. Okay. Then AD upon BE, this is D. So we want to find AD upon BE. This is what we want to find, AD upon BE. Okay. Right. Now this is 105 degree. So this side it will be 75 degree. This is 90 degree. So this is 15 degree. If this is 15, then this is also 15 degree, because in isosceles triangle, when you drop the perpendicular, it divides that angle which is between the two equal sides into equal parts. Okay. Now this is 15, this is 90, so this has to be 75 degree. This is 15, this is 105, so this has to be 60 degree. This has to be 15 degree. Why? Because 75, 75. Total 75 should be equal. Now, there are two things that you need to look at. Look at the triangle ADB. Now, AEB. AEB. In that, angle A is 30 degree, angle E is 90 degree, and angle B is 60 degree. And in 30, 60, 90, the side ratio is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. The side opposite to 90 degree in that, suppose it is AB. Let's call it, okay, let it be AB. So opposite 90 degree, it is AB. And opposite 30 degree, it is opposite 30 degree. Opposite 30 degree, it is BE. So do you understand that BE is to AB, that is 1 is to 2. So BE is equal to AB divided by 2. AB divided by 2. Just let it be as it is. Right? And then, now it is pretty direct. Look at triangle ADB. Triangle ADB. Look at the angle BAD. Angle BAD. So cos of angle BAD. We are going to use that. Cos of angle BAD. Cos of angle BAD. This is 15 degree. For that, cos means adjacent side, that is AD. Divide by hypotenuse, that is AB. Angle BAD is 15 degree. So we say it is cos 15 degree is equal to AD upon AB. So what do we get? We get AB equal to, sorry, not AB. We get AD equal to, that also in terms of AB, right? So AD is equal to AB cos 15 degree. So we have got AD in terms of AB and we have got B in terms of AB. So AD divided by B is the question. That is AB cos 15 degree, okay, divide by BE is AB by 2. So AB cancel, 2 goes to the numerator, so it becomes 2 cos 15 degree. And that's why I said that a lot of people will not be able to do this question. Nothing to worry. ऐसे 2-3 question तो होंगे. In this paper, I think till now this is the only question that I can say that about. Okay? So 2 cos 15 degree, option C is the correct answer. This one is a direct theoretical question. It says the rectangle with the largest possible area is drawn inside a semicircle. Inside a semicircle, if you are drawing a rectangle, it will be largest only if the line of symmetry of both the semicircle and the rectangle are the same. Line of symmetry means the one that divides it into two equal parts. Okay. So this dotted line has divided the circle, semicircle into two equal parts. It is dividing the rectangle also into two equal parts. Okay? Now, inside this, the part of the rectangle which is inside the quarter of the circle, that has to be exactly the square. Then only it is possible. Basically, it should divide into two equal parts. So if I say this part is x, this part is x. If I say this part is x, this part is also x. Okay? So basically, the largest length of the rectangle is 2x, smaller length is x. So ratio of the largest to smallest is 2x is to x, that is 2 is to 1. We don't need any other information. Just by symmetry and a little bit of theory is better to remember such kind of theory in geometry. That will always help. Okay? So the largest rectangle will exist inside a semicircle only when it is exactly divided into two equal squares. Otherwise, it is not possible to have the largest area. Okay? So this part has to be the square. Similarly, this part has to be the square. So smaller side x, larger side will be 2x. So ratio 2 is to 1. So whether the radius is given or not doesn't matter. Radius is given, it doesn't matter. So answer of this question is straight away 2 is to 1, option A. The question says in a regular polygon, and any interior angle exceeds the exterior angle by 120 degree. So interior angle minus the exterior angle is 120 degree. Oh, that's a very beautiful question, because we also know that in a regular polygon, interior angle plus exterior angle is always 180 degree. So from here, we get the values of each of interior angle and each of exterior angle. So interior angle, if we just add these two, E cancel, we get 2I equal to 300 degree and I is equal to 150 degree. If I put interior angle 150, exterior angle will be equal to 30 degree. Nice. Now, in a regular polygon, if all the interior angles are equal, then all the exterior angles should also be equal. And there is one thing, that the sum of all exterior angles is equal to 360 degree. Wow. Right? And if there are n angles exterior, then n into 30, that should be 360. So n is equal to 360 by 30, that is 12. So the number of sides is 12. Okay? But what is the question? The number of diagonals. So if the number of sides, number of vertices is 12. How do you calculate the number of diagonals? Simply NC2 minus n. This is a standard thing. Number of diagonals will be equal to NC2 minus n. You can memorize that in any polygon. And how do we do that? NC2 means all sides that can be created with n vertices. Out of them, n are going to be sides. So number of diagonals will be NC2 minus n. So n is 12. So 12C2 minus 12. 12C2 is 12. 11 times 60. 132 by 2, 66 minus 12, just calculate that, it is 54. So a nice mix of geometry and permutation combination. So answer of this question is 54. Okay. This is a very interesting question. It says the value of 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 4 plus 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 into 1 by 16 plus 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 27 plus 1 by 64 and so into 1 by 64 and so on up to infinity. You see, what we do is, look at this 1. So we have 1, I'm just opening it and writing it, equal to 1 plus this 1 into 1 by 4 plus this 1 into 1 by 16. Right? This 1 into 1 by 64 and so on. Then look at this 1 by 3. This one is already gone. This one with 1 by 4 is already gone. We have 1 by 3 into 1 by 4. Here 1 by 3 into 1 by 16. Here 1 by 3 into 1 by 64 and so on. So if you see, if you take 1 common, this is a geometric progression. If you take 1 by 3 common, this also is a geometric progression and so on. The next one will be, you see, the next one starts with here 1 by 9 into 1 by 16. I'll just write it directly, plus 1 by 64 and so on. You don't need to go ahead now. 3 terms are good enough. And up to infinity. Okay, I'll write it again. The first one is 1 common, 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 plus up to infinity. The second one is 1 by 3 common, 1 by 4 plus 1 by, it's just that one term shifts. 16 plus 1 by 64 up to infinity. The third one has 1 by 9 in the outer side, outside, 1 by 9 into, and the start happens from 1 by 16. So 1 by 16 plus 1 by 64 and so on. Okay. Now this becomes 1 into. Now this is a geometric progression. The common ratio is 1 by 4. So it becomes, first term is 1. So 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 4. Plus this is 1 by 3 into. Here first term is 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4. Common ratio is still 1 by 4. Plus the next one is 1 by 9. But the common first term is 1 by 16 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4. And so on. Don't worry. Now this is 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. Simplify, it becomes 4 by 3. Just simplify carefully. So 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 4. So 1 by 3 into 1 by 3, that becomes 1 by 9. Plus 1 by 9, this is 1 by 16 by 3 by 4. 4 goes up, 1 by 12. So 1 by 108. And if you see, these three are also in geometric progression. Look at them closely. Look at them very closely. I'll just show it to you. You see 4 by 3 and 1 by 9, just check the ratio. Just check the ratio. 1 by 9 by 4 by 3. 1 by 9 by 4 by 3. This is how we find common ratio of a geometric progression, right? So 1 by 9 into 3 by 4, that is 1 by 12, right? 1 by 108 divided by 1 by 9, that also is 9 by 108, hence 1 by 12. So what does it mean? These terms are also in geometric progression infinite. It's just that the first term is 4 by 3 and common ratio is 1 by 11. So their sum is a upon 1 minus r, that is 4 by 3 divided by 1 minus r 1 by 12. So it is 4 by 3 divided by 11 by 12. So into 12 by 11. So 3 cancels 12 4 times, 4 4s are 16 by 11. Basically just solve this. So 16 by 11, that is option B is the correct answer, right? This again, I would say it is slightly tougher one, okay? The question says, let AN, it is AN like this, it is 46 plus 8N. Clearly this is an arithmetic progression. And BN is equal to 98 plus 4N. That also is an arithmetic progression. Be two sequences for natural numbers, n less than or equal to 100. Natural numbers means n starts from 1. Then the sum of all terms common to both the sequence. Again, based on many PYQs, okay. Now, if you look at this, if first value of n is 1, so I put n equal to 1, this will become 46 plus 8, 54, 62, 70, 78. Go on putting the values of n, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 86, 92, 100. Did I make any mistake? I'm just adding 8, 8, 8. 54 plus 62, 62 plus 70, 70 plus 8, 78. 78 plus 8, 86. 86 plus 8 is 94. Yes, of course. 94. Then 94 plus 8 is 102, plus 8, 110, plus 8, 118, and so on. Right? Now, if I put n equal to 1 in this will become 102, next one 106, next one 110, next one 114, next one 118, and so on. We need the common terms. Wow, such a beautiful thing. You see, 102 is a common term, 110 is a common term, 118 is a common term. So the common terms are also in AP. The common terms are also in AP. And their first term is 102, the next term is 110, next term is 118. So their common difference is 8, right? Now, there is another thing, n is less than or equal to 100. If you see, this 8n will increase much faster, in fact, twice as compared to this one, right? So the deciding factor will be B, because iske jo values honge wo chote honge, theek hai? So the last value of, let's say 100th value, let's look at the 100th value. 100 is what? If you put n equal to 100, 800 plus 46, 846. If you put n equal to 100, 400 plus 98, 498. So the last term of the second AP is very clearly the limiting factor. Also, every alternate term of the second AP is our common term. Here we have, if I put n equal to 1 to 100, what are we going to get? We are going to get 100 terms in the second AP. But out of that, every alternate term is going to be the common term. First, third, fifth, the 100th term is 498, That means the 99th term, which is going to be how much? 498, 4 less, so 494. This is the last common term. 494 is the last common term. That's it. So find the sum of these terms. So whatever method you want, you can apply. There are total how many terms? 50 terms. How do we know that? I repeat once more. In second AP, there are total 100 terms. Out of that, every second term, starting from the first one, every alternate term is the common term. So obviously half of that will be 50 terms. Right? I've also shown that 100th term is 498, 99th term is 494, which is a part of common series. So sum of these 50 terms in AP will be equal to, we'll apply n by 2 into first term plus last term. So n is 50, divide by 2 into first term is 102 plus last term is 494. Simplify carefully. So it is 50 into 102 plus 494 is 4 and 1, 596, right? So it is 250 plus 48, that is 298. 298. 298. 50 is 100 by 2, so it is 14900. We can take 50 as 100 by 2, so 2 cancels, 14900. So 14,900, option B is the correct answer for this question. This is again a new question which a lot of people will face trouble. I'll just share a few things that whenever you see such thing, what you need to do. It says, suppose f of xy is a real valued function such that f of 3x plus 2y, 2x minus 5y equal to 19x for all real numbers x and y. The value of x for which f of x 2x equal to 27 is what? Very clearly, the first agenda should be eliminate one of the variables. Now, which variable to eliminate? That is also very clear here. Y has to be eliminated. How do we do that? Let's say 3x plus 2y. Let's say it is equal to A. And 2x minus 5y, let's say, is equal to B. Now, how do I eliminate? In any equation, we just multiply by the coefficient. So, in the first one, multiply by 5. And in the second one, multiply by 2. Right? So, if you multiply by 5 in the first one, you get 15x plus 10y equal to 5a. And in the second one, if you multiply by 2, you get 4x minus 10y, that is equal to 2b. Now, if you add, what happens? 10y cancel and you get 19x is equal to 5a plus 2b. Now, look at the magic. What is the magic? This is 19x, right? This is a, this is b. Now, that's the beauty of functions, that we can define this now as f of a, b as 19x is what? It is 5a plus 2b. Now, even if it was not 19, if it was 18, we could have calculated x from here in terms of a and b. The idea is that express x in terms of new variables, okay? New variables, as simple as that, okay? So, that is 5a plus 2b. So, f of ab is 5a plus 2b, right? Now, how do we go about that? So, the question is f of x 2x. Now, compare this. In place of a, we have x. In place of b, we have 2x. So, this should be equal to x into 5 plus b की जगह 2b आ रहा है. So 2x की जगह 2 into 2x. And that is equal to 5x plus 4x, that is 9x. And this is given 27. So x has to be equal to 3. Oh, that's it. So x is equal to 3. The answer of this question is 3, right?